Instructional Design and Technology, or IDT as it is called, is the systematic process of designing and developing instruction. In this process, technology is used during the design, development, and implementation of the instruction. The IDT field dates back to around 1905, when school museums started in St. Louis, spread to other cities, and later developed into district media centers. In the 1920s, John Franklin Bobbitt published his 5 steps for curriculum making, which solidified the concept of designing instruction. From that point, things moved rapidly in the IDT field, starting with Tyler's 8-year study in the 1930s, where the formative evaluation process is first recognized, up to the 1940s when World War II inspired the creation and distribution of learning materials. Not long after, many psychologists and educators conducted research and developed training materials for the military services. Robert Gagne, Leslie Briggs, and Robert Glasser did groundbreaking work during this time on instructional principles, learning, and human behavior. At the same time, we see the emergence of the role of the instructional technologist and the formation of the basic instructional development team, which includes the designer, the subject matter expert, and the producer. The 1950s and 60s bring us Benjamin Bloom's taxonomy of educational objectives, as well as Gagne's 5 domains of learning and 9 events of instruction. As we approach the 21st century, there is a proliferation of the number of ID models, as well as ID professional organizations. Personal microcomputers and the technology movement have a huge effect on the instructional design practice. Constructivist principles enhance the instructional design process, and the development of rapid prototyping methods helps produce quality instructional materials in less time than more conventional techniques. The use of the internet for distance learning causes the field to explode. Finally, cognitive load theory, social media, and online mass education bring us to our current state. Most contemporary instructional designers use the ADDIE model for designing, developing, and implementing and evaluating their projects. Gagne's 9 events of instruction also give these trainers and educators a checklist to use in creating engaging learning activities. Bloom's taxonomy has been revised and improved upon. The revised taxonomy provides a new version of the cognitive taxonomy from the 50s. The revised version gives designers 4 knowledge dimensions and related accompanying verbs to follow when fashioning learning modules. These designers are fortunate to have a multitude of interactive and engaging computer applications, like Adobe Captivate, Articulate Storyline, Lectora, and Camtasia, among others, available to assist them produce their creations. WIU instructional design students have access to many of these applications, as well as others in the state-of-the-art multimedia laboratories. The WIU IDT program uses conceptual coursework with hands-on experience, so students have the chance to use their skills in real-world settings. Instructional design and technology classes at WIU are small, ranging from 12 to 25 students per class, so you will have many chances to interact with your instructors. You will have their support as you progress through your program. There are numerous contemporary, fast-paced career opportunities in the IDT field. Some of the more common job titles include instructional designer, learning experience designer, learning and development specialist, training specialist, instructional systems designer, education and training specialist, instructional media specialist, and e-learning designer. Why IDT at WIU? Because you demand higher values, higher quality, higher return on your investment in higher education.